Hello again YouTube, this is Liddy, and as promised today I have a vlog for you with another treatment, which is the Ozone IV. I have some footage for you so that you kind of can go through the process with me. Before I started the Ozone IV today, I was feeling quite drowsy. I had a headache. I was feeling a little bit energy-less. I woke up a little bit nauseous. And this had nothing to do with anything I ate or anything like that. It's just that sometimes during the morning you feel nauseous, and this is something that has been happening for quite some time already. It's just that that symptom hasn't been present in the last couple of days. So that was new today. So I was nauseous, I was a little dizzy, I was feeling somewhat fatigued, not that much. I wouldn't compare it to before I started LDN. But it was definitely there, and I woke up a lot earlier than what I am used to as well, so that might have had something to play as well. But definitely I wasn't feeling great this morning, that's just it. And throughout the day I would get a little dizzy here and there depending on the activity, and I know that I am out of shape completely, so that's something else. And I've been doing a lot more things ever since I started taking LDN, so I know as a fact that this also has something to do with the fact that I'm very out of shape. So last week I did the Ozone IV for the first time, and not only did I do that, but I actually got in my IV some B12 and some magnesium, and both things kind of made a huge difference on me. I had a very tight chest, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. It had nothing to do with my lungs or any kind of allergy. It's a common symptom I've been having ever since I started having fibromyalgia symptoms, and I've always felt out of breath, and like I was feeling very tight on my chest, and I was very sensitive. So once I got the magnesium and the B12, I felt really warm here, and like there were vessels or something that weren't getting as much circulation as they should have been. It kind of hurt a little. I would explain it like it's something very similar to Raynaud's disease, which is when your hands aren't getting enough circulation and they swell up a little bit, and then when circulation starts going back into your hands full force, you kind of get somewhat of pain. So that's something, it's kind of what it feels like. I did the Ozone IV before starting LDN, so I already started feeling so much better only from the Ozone IV treatment. The day I went in for the treatment, I had a low blood pressure. My pressure was 88/60. Usually my blood pressure is on the lower side, but I was feeling really dizzy. Felt like I was gonna faint. So I'll leave you now with the vlog of the actual therapy. She starts by taking my blood pressure. This is important so they could check my blood pressure before the Ozone IV treatment and after as well. And now she's informing me that my blood pressure has actually gone up since the last time that I did the Ozone IV, which is good because I started with my pressure at 88/60 and it had gone up to 110, which is a much better overall blood pressure. Then she put the needle in, and I kind of wanted you to see this part because the needle is the same one basically that they would put to extract blood. So it's not an actual IV going into your vein fully, and it really doesn't hurt at all. So I kind of want to show this part because I had a lot of people asking if you're going to do this treatment every single week or you're going to have to get an IV every single week, and no, the answer is no. So they extract enough blood to fill somewhat halfway of the little bag that's on the floor shown there. So now she's infusing my blood that she just took out with ozone, and that's what she's injecting right there. That ozone comes from an ozone machine that they own, and they take it out with syringes and then put them into the actual bag and infuse the bag with ozone. Once the bag is fully filled with the ozone, then she takes it and she starts moving it around, and you will see a complete change in the color. Notice that the color in my arm
from the blood that was extracted before is very much different than the one that's in the bag already. The one in my arm is a dark red, kind of like a wine color, and the one in the bag is more kind of a bright red. So as you may notice, now the needle is on my other arm, and that is because last week when I did the treatment, I used the same vein that they were extracting blood from me today, so that vein happened to collapse. And that is something that can happen. It's not painful or anything, it's just that it won't absorb the actual liquid. So you have to choose another vein. So they had to poke me twice, but it wasn't painful or anything. They put it on my other arm and they started to put this beautiful colored blood into my other arm, and I felt really great afterwards.
Next week, I will be doing a session with a chiropractor that is specialized in fibromyalgia. I will be going on Monday, so probably between Monday and Tuesday, I will be posting a vlog about it. So this was my experience with Ozone IV as well as magnesium and B12. I hope that you enjoyed it and you found some important information that you might be willing to research further and that you might use for your own benefit. So I'll see you guys next week, and if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below and I will be glad to answer them. We'll see you guys next week. Bye!